Hey viewers, and welcome back to this terrible, god-awful noise.
It's like very accurate as to what a cicada would be.
Is that what that is?
I don't know. It's noise.
Can we not be on the screen anymore?
Well, we need something from here. So you need swamp ooze.
Can I freeze the swamp and get the ooze?
No.
We already got 2 different types of water in there.
Yeah, and you can't put anything else in there.
Got sulfur.
Do you want to just maybe turn down the volume a little bit?
Let's just hurry up.
Okay.
Just tell me what I need to do.
This is a pretty long sequence, but yeah, there you go.
Teacup? Okay.
Yeah.
Teacup goes...
That part of the swamp is out of Alexander's reach.
There you go.
What do you think you're doing?
You startled me. I was just getting some swamp ooze.
Well, you certainly won't get it there! That's not swamp ooze! That's swamp muck!
He's right, you know. But he could be a little nicer about telling you. He's not a very pleasant stick in the mud.
Nobody asked you! Be quiet!
Oh, the trials of being a mere bump on a log.
Okay. So I guess we're talking to people then.
Yep.
Who are you?
I'm Bump on a Log, and that's my brother, Stick in the Mud. We've had this thing about each other ever since our childhood. Mom always liked me best.
She did not! That is absolutely not true!
He's a bit lazy, you see. He's got the only swamp ooze in the swamp right next to him. But do you think he'd move a finger to help you get some? Hardly. He'd try to brain you with it more than likely. His temper's about the only thing that ever gets a workout, and that on yours truly.
Oh, like you've moved at all in the last century! Like you're Mr. Physical Activity!
Just because I can't reach anything, he thinks he can throw gushy swamp matter at me and just say whatever he likes. If only I could turn the tables on that heckler, he might learn some respect. But as you can see, I'm a mere bump on a log,
Yeah.
and must be content with my lot.
Oh, shut up! You couldn't hit the broadside of a barn even if you had something to throw! Just shut up!
You see how he is?
Okay. Please, there's no chance to stop. Just tell me what to do.
So you want to give Bump on a Log something to throw.
There's no reason to leave that lying about in a log.
I thought that would have been a good one.
Yeah, actually, that is the right answer.
Oh.
I thought this might come in handy the next time your brother starts picking on you.
Aha! Finally, old Bump on the Log's not so defenseless, is he?
Hey, hey! What you doing there? Watch the pulp, would you?
Now, Bumpy, remember all I've given you! The only thing you've ever given me is mud. Take this!
No! Not into the swamp!
Not like this! What are your football?
Hey, okay, I give up. Jeez, sorry.
Well, I guess it's not very pleasant having things thrown at you. I'm sorry.
You mean it? Really? Brother?
Brother!
Brother!
Stick in the Mud and Bump on a Log, exhausted from the battle, immediately doze off into naps. Rotten Tomato, being equally lazy, decides to join them.
So, what did we get out of that?
Swamp muck?
Swamp ooze.
Swamp ooze?
Yes.
Alexander fills the teacup with the swamp ooze.
There we go.
Neat.
All right, so now the next venture is to get falling water. So I would save, because that was a long sequence.
Isn't that just rain?
Do you know anywhere where it's raining?
not off the top of my head, but I would assume that'd be something you'd have to do and like, you have 3 minutes to do this or you die because King's Quest, spur of the moment type thing.
You've technically already found the falling water.
Oh, hell. Okay, let me think.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
In fact, you even interacted with it and said, "Ah, this'll kill me!" Like last episode.
Oh, the fountain?
Yeah. See? Puzzles aren't that hard.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I guess it's falling.
Yeah, it is. I'm just glad we're away from that buzzing noise.
Oh god, that was terrible.
At least it like muted itself a little bit when they were talking.
Yeah, that would have been unbearable otherwise. Just
I don't even know if you would have been able to hear them.
I don't recall it being that bad.
I don't either. I don't quite know what happened there, but
Something changed in the island. You are now deaf.
yeah.
Speed walk. Slow walk, speed walk. Okay, what have I got to...
So you just put it in the teapot.
Oh.
Like they all just need to be combined.
Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water.
Alright, so you have all 3 ingredients for that spell now.
Alexander is carrying an old, battered hunter's lamp. The lamp contains sacred water, baby's tears, and fountain water.
Okay.
So now, just wait, we haven't finished with it yet. So, because you have all the ingredients, you need to cast the spell.
Oh, like as soon as you get them, you have to cast it?
You want to for this one.
Okay. Still gonna save. Not that I don't trust you, it's just that it's King's Quest.
That's fair.
Spellbook.
Nope, that's not the spell book, that's a boring book.
Oh no.
Alexander opens the bargain book and reads a paragraph at random.
2 dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese,
You're not even gonna
put
skip
over
it?
the result of 10 fine mackles,
You just live
albeit
here now?
small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 1/8 bottles of wild beast lard.
I don't even know, is it like a recipe?
Maybe?
Phew, what an incredibly boring book. No wonder the bookshop owner wanted to get rid of it so badly.
So this was the, make rain spell.
Alexander prepares to enchant the hunter's lamp with the Make Rain spell incantation.
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters 3 have I for tea, brew a tempest now for me.
I wish I had a joke to use right now, but I got nothing. A lot of calf raises, apparently.
The lamp in
Magic.
Alexander's hand gives a little perk. He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
So, the reason that Alexander knows how to cast magic is he was raised by a wizard for the first 17 years, 18 years of his life.
Skull, yes. Sulfur, yes. So I need hot oak embers.
This is the last page.
Oh, fine.
Okay, so what do we have to do now? So I would head back to the Isle of the Crown. Because we have to figure out which magic lamp we need. Actually, okay.
There's the Isle of Mist. With the...
Yeah, go there.
Oh, am I going to put the fire out with the spell?
Not exactly. I mean, kind of.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Did you read the instructions on how to cast this spell?
I just cast the spell.
Yeah, but you
Alexander
don't have a
feels a
tempest yet.
strange pulling sensation.
Magic requires one more thing. And that is to heat to boiling.
Oh. hello.
Great gods, did you see that? The man just appeared from nowhere.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits. I see no boat.
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him!
He's
Not
Again. Look, I'll leave. It's no problem.
I think not. Let's go.
he is definitely a lover, not a fighter.
Very much so. Remember this sequence?
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place. But as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue.
Brisket?
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Uh-oh. Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
This must be the foreigner we were warned about.
It's just the castle guard.
How appropriate that he should come during our rain festival.
It's a fantastic
Place him
voice.
in the sacrificial cage.
Wait! I must rescue the princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
Start throwing elbows.
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker cage.
You could probably squeeze your way out. The gaps are pretty noticeable. You could do it right now before they, rat you over the fire, the sand fire.
And the cage is swung out over the bonfire.
So do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I got torched.
Yeah. So this is the
Alexander
sequence
starts to feel a little warm.
that determines which way you go towards the ending.
The bottom of the cage is getting uncomfortably hot. This cage is really hot. Fire in the cage. Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames.
Really?
The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. The heat and movement must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around. Egad, something's really percolating. The water in
Oh my
Alexander's
god,
lamp
those
is hot.
eyes.
It's just about boiling.
And you're blind.
I don't recommend
Alexander
boiling
feels
water
a
that
drop.
way.
It starts to rain.
That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down!
Ooh, text. Makes me want to play Dune 2.
I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree. Besides, Wazir Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
What is it that you seek?
The Oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
Free souls in the realm of the dead? You're mad.
The souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
No. And yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess. But I will tell you what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past.
but the knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it, a young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
That is a blacker matter still. To the Druids, he is Samhain, Lord of Coldness and Despair. Samhain was once a man like you or I, but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is and mateless, robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Now look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you'll need courage that's just as impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid.
So he said toxic plant or toxic fruit or something like that?
Yep, noxious plants.
Wasn't there that plant that I ate from and died that one time on the island? But I thought I couldn't go back there anymore.
You can't go back to the city.
Oh, okay. Well, that was a while, so I'm going to save. Some culty. Now, can I use the skull on those embers?
Alexander
Hey.
scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
So I would read the instructions.
Cool. I mean, it's like 8-bit, but neat.
I would read the instructions on the spell. What are you doing?
Want to get out of the screen?
Play.
No. Okay. Spell instructions. Flippy book.
So it's not this one. Okay. Add hair and brimstone to skull of embers. In presence of creatures, speak incantation over skull.
So I don't want to cast a spell yet.
Nope.
But I do want to put the sulfur and the hair in there.
Yes, I believe you can do that.
Okay. Got the hair?
The strand of hair from the red ribbon is the color of midnight. Alexander can only hope that it belongs to his true love.
I think that's the only strand of hair I've got. Sounds a good one.
The strand of black hair.
Yep.
No. Yes. That is the selection tool.
Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull.
Then sulfur.
The egg.
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers and the strand of hair. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. Sounds the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
Okay. So yeah, now you're heading to the other aisle.
I'm just thinking, so that's passage to the realm of the dead, obviously 2 coins. Mirror. That's not noxious. Okay.
kind of really like the lore around the Lord of the Dead in this one.
Alexander pulls out
Sounds very
his magic
salty.
map.
Maybe that's where you could have got your salt.
Hey, Rochambeau.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
I feel like there's more to do, too, with the 4 items, because I haven't used all 4 yet, have I, from the exchange shop?
You've used the flute, you've used the lantern, you've used the tinderbox, the tinderbox. You haven't used the paintbrush yet, is the only one you haven't used. And guess what you use that for?
Painting?
Because you've got a magic paint spell. And the mechanical nightingale, you've used that too. So you haven't used one. And the lantern box, or the tinderbox has like a couple uses, so.
Oh.
Oh look, you found it.
I feel like I'm
Alexander
here too early.
arrives at the top
No.
of the cliffs,
Why?
somewhat winded after
seem
his
to have enough
long but
stuff.
uneventful climb.
Like, I don't have the components to cast a magic paint spell yet.
You don't need to yet. You just have to charm this creature.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I have to cast a spell.
Okay.
What do you mean, no? I'm not supposed to cast a spell?
Go ahead.
So what's with all the no?
Sorry, I thought you were trying to
Alexander
do something
solemnly
else.
speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
I like that graphic.
Nightmare flares her nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone.
That's it. Come on. I need passage to your homeland, fiery one.
Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the human so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell.
Now ride!
Wow, that's hard to mount a horse like that. Music is get kicked in the face.
Nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world. And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly. Uh-oh. One of the wandering ghouls brushes up against Alexander. The touch of the putrid flesh dissolves the living matter like acid.
Tickets. Oh,
I knew that was gonna happen.
Alexander's mother always told him to avoid bad ghouls.
And you got a pun.
I think I still combine everything. Yes. Okay.
So,
Alexander is carrying an unusually large black feather.
so pro tip, don't touch the ghouls.
Thank you. Actually, I wanted to walk up to Nightmare anyhow and get killed by the horse for the pun from that, so this works out nicely. So we don't need to go back and get the brush.
Nope.
Okay.
Alexander pulls out his
This
magic
just feels like
map.
a point of nowhere. If this was RPG, I feel like this would be the very final dungeon.
No.
Alexander
It's
feels a strange pulling
That's
sensation.
both relaxing and depressing.
not. It's the second final dungeon, I guess, if you want to think about it. It's a pretty big area, though.
Honestly, if I wasn't just absolute trash at puzzle games, this would actually be quite a bit of fun.
What do you mean?
I don't get much satisfaction out of solving a puzzle. It's more like, okay, fine, next puzzle, next puzzle, next puzzle. There's no visceral, like, yeah, I did it bit.
Oh, see, that's... When you finally figure out some of these puzzles, especially if you've been working on them for a while, like, not all of them, like, some of them are gimmies, like, this whole, like...
Copyright protection?
Yeah, sort of copyright protection. That puzzle isn't really that interesting to me, but Like the catacombs was a fun puzzle. 'Cause
Alex-
it was
Hey, friend.
The sound of Alexander's footsteps startles the black horse.
Oh,
She flies off, leaving Alexander alone at the top of the cliffs.
she just doesn't like you.
that's it?
That's it.
Will you come back if I
think she does. Yeah.
was expecting
Alexander
murder.
climbs
No.
carefully down the long face of the Logic Cliffs.
Which is kind of
Unusual.
yeah. Well, it's funny because the druids talk about how like, oh, you know, people are lucky to get away with their lives. And I'm like, why? She just runs away. There you go. You always have to wait for animations to finish before you can.
Alexander
post it.
arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
Yeah, we know this part.
Okay. Do you want to save like right here just in case again, or?
Sure.
Because the ghouls don't really come for you. It's just you can't be in their path.
Alright, let's spell around on. I noticed there's no score counter in this one like there was in the first one.
There is.
Alexander
Oh.
solemnly
Oh, that's
speaks
right, it's
the
like it's in the-
incantation over
yeah,
the
menu.
skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Magic in this world kind of works
Nightmare
like
flares her nostrils
Buffy
at the
world.
scent of the fire and
where if
brimstone.
you have the spell, you can cast it.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
That's it. Come on, I need passage to your...
Unable to resist,
Yeah, like that is so
Now
dangerous.
ride!
I mean, obviously the horse is enchanted, but man, asking for a kick in the face.
If your horse is trained that way,
Yeah.
and like is
So I'm
expected-
guessing I can't, like, the ghost will also kill me?
No, the ghost will not.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just the ghouls.
and some
Let's talk to you then. No, can't move.
There you go. You have to wait till
Who
they're-
are you, grieving spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Califam. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted vizier. Like a viper, he
What?
snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep. Now my husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Cassima?
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak. But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil. Oh, that we could be there to protect her.
Cassima, how I fail thee.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged and our daughter is in danger.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the Wazir. Cassima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you. The only one who might be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
I might be able to convince him. I must try.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the underworld. There you will find the Lord of the Dead. I cannot use the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Thank you. Perhaps it will save us all.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
I will do my best. Goodbye, Queen Ilaria.
And I would save again just because
Yeah, ghouls.
there's a couple places in this area where the ghouls can really dick you over.
Press F to aggravate.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah, coming for you.
Oh, hello there. Oh. Hello, friend.
Why do you not rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I cannot rest. My son is lost.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I cannot leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there anything I can do?
Is that the...
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here. By this kiss, he'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my Ali.
Oh, okay. Screw off.
Okay, please save when you get to this next screen, because you're just not even gonna be able to.
To save?
Just...
The skeleton to the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
Take it, please. Next.
Trying to save.
It's not that you're in danger of death here, it's just this is a good place to start, or to save. Okay, so a couple things. We know we need the ticket, but there's something else we need on the screen.
The realm of the dead is too eerie to invite close inspection. Alexander wants to touch as little as possible. Alexander picks up the two bones
do
on the
it.
ground. Now,
Don't
what
you
do
do
these
it.
bones remind him of?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
The skeletons are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin to jiggle, then to dance.
He's playing Dem Bones.
Well, if this guy will go and I'll get his key. Wow. Just wow.
It's so amazing. I just want to know where Alexander picked up being able to play the xylophone.
Out of bones.
I know, right?
With musical backing. What?
Alexander finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier. Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
Of course it's a skeleton key.
Mm-hmm. That is an item that if you miss it, you're going to be in trouble.
Okay, so I didn't miss the screen the other direction, did I?
I don't think so, no.
Well, should I check just in case?
You can if you want.
I've saved. Meow. No, I guess not.
Nope.
Meow. No, keep going. Keep going.
I just like that this is the death
The
screen
skeleton to the left of the
the
path.
entire time.
Ticket, please.
Now, so I can give him my ticket.
Next.
Next.
God, what a boring job.
Well, don't think they have much of a choice.
The ghostly ticket reads, Admit 1.
I have a ticket.
I win!
Go on. Next.
This was a good idea.
Oh yeah, this was a great idea.
Oh, there's the dead knight, I guess.
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path. Alexander has no need for the old armor. He decides to leave the knight's remains as undisturbed as possible.
Do you want that?
The ribbon is so old it would crumble at Alexander's touch.
That?
Alexander takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh may cross the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod to spare a mortal's breath. Zounds, that sounds serious.
But I can't take the ribbon.
No.
Okay.
Alexander has no need for the old armor. He decides to...
And you already had to skull. You've used it already.
Alexander is standing inside the underworld. Organic walls form an oppressive passageway from which a spiraling path emerges and descends into the darkness.
Organic
Far
walls.
below, the surface of a black, glassy river eerily reflects the glow of flickering torches.
Check those corners.
So, don't do that yet. So you need something here. From the spell book.
Play. Okay, spellbook time.
The realm of the dead is a very dangerous place. There's no time for that here.
So, to make the magic paint spell, you need Styx water.
Oh. This will probably kill me.
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
There we go.
Okay. Now to touch the water with my bare hands.
Just to see if you can.
Well, I'm already dead. Like, I'm already here. Like, do I go back through the door again?
No, you're technically still alive
Alexander is anxious to touch as little as possible in the realm of the dead.
right now. I don't think that's being a wuss.
I must see the Lord of the Dead. Please, let me ride across the river Styx on the ferry.
Charon apparently has rules as strict as those of the skeletons at the underworld's entrance. Alexander is not getting on that boat until he gives Charon the appropriate fare.
This is another place where if you'd missed those coins in the catacombs,
you're just stuck?
You're just stuck.
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
1 coin for each eye.
Charon accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
If you charge me extra for my luggage, I swear.
What luggage?
I've got a
Your
ton of stuff.
emotional baggage.
There's no fee that could cover that. And there's no plane big enough to carry it all.
I would save again.
Probably.
Because I think this part might kill you at least once.
The funny thing is, if you hadn't mentioned the Styx water, I would have totally walked right by it, despite me bringing it up before.
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
Ah!
What touch has awakened my
It's the
sleep?
Castle Guard again.
I smell the blood of a mortal.
Gets around.
He does.
Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
What if I give you this?
I have this gauntlet.
That has naught to do with me, human.
Okay. What if I give you rabbit foot? Wait, this is a door.
Gate has no keyhole, nor could Alexander get close enough to use that key without ending up as dinner.
But it's a skeleton face on a door. Come on. Milk? Want some milk?
You can just try talking to him again.
No. Ah.
Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
I would pass, Gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only step forward and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No, thank you. I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
And why should I let you pass, human, when I would much rather eat you?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm. There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, Gate.
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps, a test. Ah, yes. Should a human try to pass, a riddle is Gates wont to ask.
A riddle it is, then.
Remember the missing page in the
And
riddle
if
book?
thou wouldst fail to answer Gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy
I don't know what the riddle is.
fate.
Nope, you don't.
I don't know what the answer
Agreed.
is.
You do.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human.
You can figure it
for
out,
it
Brad.
surely does. My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
So would that be like L-O-C-E? No. I don't get it.
You're so close!
But twice ends a nominee should be E-E.
Well, no, the fourth just twice ends it,
Yeah.
so...
My whole is this gate's only key.
So close.
But like, so is that? Am I right here?
Yeah?
Okay. And then right there. My second circle is outwardly, so that's O.
Just give it a try.
My third leads all in victory, L-O-C. Okay, so E. That doesn't spell anything. L-O-C-E.
Click out.
My whole is this gate's only key. Low C?
I don't know the answer.
Ah,
You said I
don't
was.
sound
Why did you
so
tell me to click out?
disappointed.
Because
I
you-
will
you
make
can't-
it quick.
You had it wrong,
Perhaps.
and you have to reset it now.
Yum.
Okay. I legitimately have no idea what happened to your logic halfway through that.
Next.
Riddle fiddle. What to do? Somewhere sticky, there's a clue.
Well, except if you don't have the clue by now, you're pretty screwed.
Yes, but, so remember way back when we took the scrap of paper from the spider's web?
Yeah?
Do you remember what the word on there was?
No?
Okay, it actually doesn't matter, because you can figure out
Alexander
this
is carrying a
clue.
message from his beloved...
You don't have the scrap anymore. It blew away in the wind. I'll tell you once you get through the dialogue.
Well,
Or
I'm
at
gonna
least,
skip it all.
yeah, but I'll just...
Alexander suddenly...
Once we're back in that screen. Okay.
Should have saved after that.
What? Ice.
The organic surfaces of the under...
Okay, so... Is it lock?
No.
Oh.
Like, seriously, you're so close! Like, you're
Despite
gonna be mad when you figure it out.
Probably.
My first is foremost legally.
Can I click off that now?
My second circles outwardly.
Yeah, you just have to click off now.
That's annoying.
Well, you're over-clicking.
Yeah.
Well, this is well fed now.
Tickets. Oh.
This takes a while, but it's not Symphony of Night long, at least.
No, that game
Riddle
takes forever when you die. Okay, just don't click like a furious person
Despite
or click
it,
way,
I
way
would-
off.
And if
Agree.
my foot...
My
Okay.
first is foremost legally.
That's
My second circles
Yes.
outwardly. My third leads all in victory.
What is the
My
lead
fourth
in
twice
victory?
ends a
There you go.
nominee.
oh, that's
My
the third.
whole
1, 2,
is
3.
this
It's the
gate's
third.
only key.
Oh, that's what you were doing.
Oh.
Okay. Now, what would that make?
Love?
There you go.
Oh. Okay. I tell, hey viewers, if you figured it out before me, put it in the comments, but don't, because everyone probably figured it out before me.
The answer is love.
Ah, thou traitor of the mortal plane, how didst thou guess love? That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
I'm not from around here.
Love cannot be banished, even from this place. There are spirits still pining of it on the surface above. Still less can it be banished from my heart.
Enough! Burden me not with thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
Okay,
Oh.
so here's what I would suggest, because this is a bit of a long sequence.
Here's what I suggest. I'm gonna stop the video here.
Yeah, that's what was going to be my suggestion. So thank you, viewers, and hope you've enjoyed
Me,
Puzzle.
I'm good at the riddle words.
puzzle solving.
So riddle words good.
Until next time, when we will face the Lord of the Dead.
Another riddle?
No, not exactly.
Rochambeau it is.